Good morning, my people. How are you? Welcome to Garage Workouts, your garage, your gym. So this morning we are going to work on legs and abs. That's a great workout. So let's get our timer going. Let's see. Warm up. Beautiful morning today in Florida. Nice, sunny, and cool. We're in March, almost at the end of March, so it's cool out there. It's pretty cool. Otherwise, we'll be sweating a lot in here. So. Let's move those arms in circles. Yes. Yes. Okay. I think that some exercises I might use my bench, some I can use the floor. Either or will work. It really don't matter. Both will work. Maybe I'll just do it on the floor today, you know, but any exercise that I'm gonna do on the floor, I'm also able to do it on my bench. 15 seconds. Yes. This is the time to just flow that blood through the body, get those muscles oxygenated and ready. All right, so first one's crunches. So for crunches, I want to make sure that this gap, you know, on the curvature of my spine doesn't exist. I'm going to try to get right there. And then from here, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have to be all the way up, as long as you create that tension on the abs. It's really all you need. Now these are L crunches. Why L? Because I have my legs up, and this is already creating some resistance here in the lower abs. Yes. It doesn't need much, guys. It starts burning almost right away. This next one, I'm gonna keep my legs down. Yes. I'm gonna go up again. I like to combine, you know, like the L crunches, which are my legs are up, and the ones below. That really gave me a good ab workout. So I got 4 subsets.
Cardio.
Good. Cardio. So when you keep your legs up like an L, actually engages the lower side of your abs. Usually when you do crunches, you're only working from like right here and up, but when you lift your legs, that creates tension in the lower part. So when you combine both, the crunch plus lifting your legs on an L crunch position, then you will work everything. And the idea, you don't have to go all the way up. What you have to do is every time you crunch, you need to close the gap from your spine to the ground. So you have to feel like your back is just pushing into the ground. You know, you're printing your spine into the ground. That's the trick.
Athletic work.
All right, wide dumbbell squats. Okay, for that, definitely gonna use all the weight here, which is 52.5 pounds. I'm gonna grab my Bowflex and just go up and down. So legs and abs, that's a great combo. You know, our last workout, the last few workouts we've been doing upper body mostly. So it's time for abs and legs again. Good. All right. Rest a little bit. Well, we have 50 seconds, so at least we can get at least 2 or 3 more here. Let's go. Aha, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel this. 20 seconds. Let's get it. Aha, perfect.
Cardio.
Perfect timing, 3 subsets. That was good. Always breathing, our active rest. This is the time to catch up that breath. Rest your legs, rest your abs, oxygenating the muscles. Next one, we have straight leg lifts. That's one of my favorites. It's pure core work. Pure core work. I like that one on my bench because I can grab the back of the bench. But I'm gonna do it right here for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hands behind and lift, and lift, and lift. I can do it right here too. Man, that really works the abs. Let's go. Still have 50 seconds, so I think I'm gonna be able to get two more at least. At least 2 more. All right. Let's go for number 3 subset. Oof. Wow. Oof. I can feel that on the abs, no doubt. It's right there. It's right there. All right, one more, guys. Let's go.
Cardio.
Oh, that's good. Cardio again. Guys, that really works those abs. I have to work a little bit more on my abs, but it really does work. I can feel the work all the way in here. That's good. a lot of air to oxygenate the body, the muscles, and those abs that I just worked. All right.
Athletic work.
Alternating back lunges with dumbbells. All right, so let's go to 22 pounds. Let's see, where is this thing? Right here, right there. 22 pounds, and here we go, back lunges. This is a exercise. This is an exercise that you have to pace. Yes, you have to pace. And as you notice, little by little, I try to go a little lower. This is a slow exercise. Form is better than anything. I'm gonna do it right here in front of you. So go. 2. Yes. 1. Slow. Make that leg work. Feels good. All right, I have 10 seconds, so I'm not gonna stop for too long before I keep going.
Cardio.
One more. Okay. Only 2 sets, a longer one and a shorter one. Doesn't matter, I can feel it. So this is my active rest. You can also march if you prefer. I just like to kind of like jog on my own place. You don't have to go like crazy because this is not a cardio, just cardio workout. You know, you want to keep
Athletic work.
your heart working at a certain level throughout. Okay. Crisscross abs. All right. That's right here. Second subset. Oof. Oof. I can definitely feel that on my abs. Guys, if you can do more, you just go ahead and do more. If you can do less, it's okay, you can do a little less, you know? It's really how it works on your, how you perceive the work, right? In my case, I try to go until I feel that burn. When I feel that burn, I go 3-4 more times to keep the burn and then stop and then go for the next one. But some of you guys,
Cardio.
especially if you are younger, you can definitely do more. You might not feel the burn until you have maybe 30, 40 seconds working, and that's perfectly okay. If you do like, let's say 2 subsets inside that set, inside the set, that's okay, you know. It's about how you feel. Yeah, so just do your best in that time frame. That's the idea. If you can just do 1 set in the whole time frame, that's fine, you know. Also the technique is important. If you do the right technique, you're gonna feel it faster. If you are all sloppy, you might go for the whole thing without feeling it. So technique is important and form. Okay, narrow squats. So for these ones, I'm gonna go up to 35 pounds, but I'm gonna use only 1 dumbbell, okay? And I'm gonna sit and up, right? Look, I'm going up on my tippy toes too. So work the calves a little bit. Yes, you can do this without sitting also, like right here. Maybe we'll go right here. That way engages. It's not that it's harder, it's really not, because the other one you have to engage your legs before you get up, but it's a little more dynamic, you know, if you're not sitting, at least for this exercise. Some exercises is actually good to sit and then get up. Good. Take a little break. This actually works your heart as well. Narrow squats with a little bit of weight. That feels good. Now look, I go on my tippy toes too. You can add that if you want to work your calves. We will be working our calves, that will be our last exercise. But you can do a few of these too and work your calves a little bit.
Cardio.
2 more. 1 more. Ooh. That's really good. I can feel it. I can definitely feel that on my legs. Feet balled, leg, hamstring bridges. That's what's next. Or what is called a bridge roll. So we're gonna use, I don't know if you see the ball from here, but it's right there. I'm gonna grab it as soon as my timer stops for resistance training. So
Athletic work.
that's it. All right. So I'm gonna do hamstring work right here. Up, reach, and back. This works all this area of the legs. Notice how I'm putting my hands on each side flat. This is just to keep my balance. Yes, this will keep my balance. The idea is that when you roll the ball back, dig your heels on the ball, you know, dig your heels there, yes. If you don't have a ball, you can do this with a chair. You just go on a chair, bridge, you know, and that's all you have to do. You know, the ball is better because you can roll it and it really works your hamstring. Or it's like another bicep, you know, it's called femoral bicep. So hamstring or femoral bicep is exactly the same thing. It's this muscle right there. Okay, this is number 3. Yes. Ooh, I can feel this even in my calves. You know, I'm just digging those heels, dig those heels, digging those heels, digging those heels. And one more. Ooh.
Cardio.
Cardio. Cardio. All right, guys. Cardio. So good. Short workout and effective. You're not looking for a long, ineffective workout. You're looking for short and effective. You know, time is money. So if you can get more in a small time frame, you're making money. So that's exactly my philosophy. You know, I like this workout. It's short, 8 sets plus the stretch. No more than 35 minutes altogether. You know, energizes you for the morning. It's just amazing. Calf raises. So for this, I'm gonna use my ladder. I'm gonna start with one leg first. Switch. Once you feel that burn, you switch. You know, you can do about 20 before you feel that burn, maybe a little more. Try to match the same amount on the other leg also. Yes. Calves, they get tired fast and they burn. Once you do this section, I'm gonna compensate a little bit to the other side and do both my legs now at the same time. I wanna get at least 4 of this with legs together. That was 1. I can feel that burn. I can feel it. That's 2. That's 3. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna use a little bit of my cardio time to get just one more. As I said, I want at least 4. Okay. You know, I don't work calves that often, so I mean, I do work them, but I don't do a lot of sets on them. Tomorrow, we're gonna do calves also, just 1 set. Reason why is because I'm trying to fit more sets, and that will be perfectly okay, you know. On our next work, because we're doing a combination. Remember the multi-combo, up and lower multi-combo 1? Well, tomorrow we're gonna do upper lower multi-combo 2. So if you follow Garage workouts 1, 2, 3, 4, it just tell you exactly what to do every day. You start from number 1 and end on, I think we have about 40 workouts. And then when you finish, you just go back to number 1. And you can do this forever, guys, because we're combining a lot of things, dynamic training, functional training, functional dynamic, You know, we're doing a lot of focusing, let's say, on upper body, lower body, arms, legs, combining both. So we got a little bit of everything. How we go side stretches. I'm gonna do the torso twists. Yes. This is just our regular stretch after workouts. It's about 8, I think it's about 8 minutes. Right here. Because we do 8 minutes of the stretch and then 2 minutes on the roller. So altogether it's a 10-minute, of course. Right here, shoulders back, hands down. Shoulders back, hands down. Remember that our hands are together right here. Go down, shoulders back, down, shoulders back. And then you can try to stretch your neck in one and the other direction. Oh, it feels good. Yes, yes. All right, so now I'm gonna bring my chair for the splits. Right here. Yes. Yeah. Ah, that's good. One side. Yeah. This is something we have to do every day, guys. The stretches are super important, you know, especially if you're doing weights, you know, or heavy lifting. You can use this workout program for heavy lifting as well. So in that case, you're probably gonna do a little less subsets, but heavier and slower. So you can do that as well. You know, if your goal is to grow like huge muscles, you have to go slow. Maybe increase the timing. You know, instead of 1 minute and 50 seconds for the resistance part of the training, you can do 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. You know. It's just gonna, I mean, at the end, you're just gonna end up doing a little more, maybe 40 minutes altogether, you know, but you're gonna be focusing more on slow moves with heavy weight just to increase muscle mass. My idea is not to increase, you're increasing anyways, you know, you're increasing muscle mass, but my goal is not to be like Arnold, you know. My goal is just to maintain what I have, and I don't want to like develop like a lot of, I can develop a lot of muscle mass with the right nutrition and the right way to exercise, you know. But I'm more focused on the sports, so I want to develop the strength that I need and the flexibility I need for what I do, for martial arts basically. Right here, I'm surfing. When it's possible, I like to get some surfing and waves, and it's really cool. It's been a while since I don't surf, but you know, when there is an opportunity, I will jump over for sure. Okay, right here. All right, twist. That feels good. this feels really good. Sorry guys that I don't put music on my videos. You don't even have to listen to me. You can just put music and do the workout. But what I like is just have those videos without music, because then YouTube restricts your videos and stuff like that when there isn't other music or music from other authors. So I'd rather just do it raw, These are raw workouts, I'm not planning anything. I'm just coming and doing the workout, and so do you. Sorry, so you do. Whatever. My English sometimes gets messed up. Okay. All right. That was good. Let's take a little bit. I'm gonna stretch here a little bit. All right. Now, low. This is one of my favorite endings. Stretches my back. I feel the stretch on my spine. It's just so good. When I move a little bit like this, kind of like in a circle. Hug my knees. Let's roll a couple of times. Okay, good. And time for my roller. Put this thing back. No. All right. Roller time, guys. I'm a little bit ahead. That's good. I'm 20 seconds ahead. Oh, did you hear that? Oh my God. That really cracked right there. Ooh, another one. Crack, crack. Ooh, this is so good. Roller.
Roller.
Well, I'm already here, fun, so I'm good. So, feels good. Feels good. I didn't do upper body today, but I still feel it in my upper body. All right, time for legs. I work my legs, so, ideally, I should do more of this on the legs, just to loosen them up. Well, glutes first. Good. And again, you don't have to spend hours here, Just do a few rolls. That really helps your legs just get more blood circulation. Yeah. Right here. I need to get a massage, guys. I need to get a massage. I'm gonna get a massage. Somehow I'm gonna have to make it happen this week. This week I'm gonna try to schedule one, because I really need one. My body has been working too hard for too long, and needs a little bit of relief with a massage. In here. Feels good. And just a little bit on the chest. The chest always pops here. Right there. Right there. All right, guys. Awesome work at home. Again, thank you for joining me today at Garage Workouts, your garage, your gym. I'll see you tomorrow for the next functional training exercise. See you tomorrow.